to graduate onto the next chapters of our lives. I know I can confidently speak for everyone that these last 4 years have not been ideal. To be brutally honest with you, these last 4 years have brought some very unpleasant experiences, but they have also brought some very beautiful and impactful moments. Here we are, together, in person. Looking back to the blur of freshman year, it was our first and last year of normalcy, where most of our biggest struggles came from AP Environmental Science and having to walk up to the 3rd floor of the A building hoping you didn't fall. And don't worry, I didn't see you fall. Looking back to the year, we probably wish we could skip over and forget about sophomore year. Little did we know our world would turn upside down. I remember seeing the TikToks and news reports talking about the newly discovered virus that would shortly devastate and impact millions of lives. March 11th came along. That day's a pretty special day to me because it's my birthday. As I was sitting at the dinner table at Olive Garden, it was announced that school would be shut down for 2 weeks. And to many students out there, this was seen as a vacation or extended spring break. But to many students, including myself, it was pure devastation. Sometimes school from home was working a job to support your family. It was searching for a stable home environment. Or for many of us, it was finding any social interaction from feeling so alone and isolated within your own household. For me personally, school has always been my safe place. And that's coming from a little first grader who fought a bus driver not to go to school. Yeah, that's not a joke. Growing up, I didn't really have a place to call home, but teachers had a positive impact that filled the many gaps that my family wasn't able to offer at the time. So when school wasn't in person, it made it really difficult. Things got so difficult and intense, I started not to see a future. However, one of my biggest role models, Everett, who is proudly our interim principal, asked me his biggest question: where are you going? And I want to ask each and every one of y'all, where are you going? And it's okay if you don't completely know, but let me help you. You're moving forward. The control of power is officially in your hands to create the future that you envision. Now this question didn't just help me with my future, but it saved my life. Whether I was panicking about the future was something I had absolutely no control over, or if it was just a simple conversation, Jennings would always circle back to the question, where are you going? Sometimes my answer would vary between being a smart mouth and saying in class. However, one thing never changed, and that was me moving forward, but also wanting to have a positive impact on my soon-to-be students' lives. If there's a definition for overcoming generational statistics, I feel like I would probably fit that definition. I was adopted, placed in the foster care system. I lost my mother at the age of 9. I spent half my high school career searching for a stable house environment, and plus feel like the biggest obligation to the world. But here I am. Here we are, still standing despite every single setback that was meant to knock us down. We took those setbacks and we made them an opportunity for growth. Whether you know where you're going or not, I feel like one of the most pivotal learning experiences that I'm learning and still practicing, that it's okay to put yourself first. For most of my life, I felt like an obligation. As minors and children, we had little to no control over some of the decisions and events that happened. However, once you turn 18, your life decisions and actions are to be made by you. Here's your little sign to go after what you want. No, not what your parents want, but for what you want. Go make that hard decision, because I can assure you, you will find happiness if you are fulfilling your needs and desires to make your goals become a reality. I'm a living example of the positive effects of putting yourself first. I'm officially out of an abusive household. I'm living in a stable home environment. I'm overcoming my mental health struggles. I'm starting my journey within my teaching career. I'm learning that past doesn't define me, but only helps build up who I'm becoming today. It's being the first child out of 11 biological siblings to graduate and go to college, my last and final quote will be my mom will be watching Chapter Out. Thank you.